Well, good evening, guys. Welcome, team. Good to have you on this call with us. Happy Monday to everybody. I trust that your week has got off to an incredible start. My name is Drew McDermott. I'm the Vice President of Sales for NeoLife Southern Africa. And tonight we're going to be talking specifically to our guests. But before I start with that, let me just briefly give you a backstory of how I fit into the picture. My story. NeoLife has been a part of my life since the very beginning. My parents, my mother, my father became NeoLife distributors 46 years ago, 46, maybe 47 years ago now, at a time in their life where they were financially in a not a great place, and somebody introduced them to NeoLife, and that decision completely changed their future. And I'm going to introduce you to my mother a little bit later. She can elaborate on that story. So NeoLife has been a big part of my life, and that is where a lot of my passion comes from. Is as a kid, I grew up watching how this NeoLife opportunity took my family from where we were to where we are today. And although I grew up with that, I haven't always been a NeoLife distributor. I was taught, probably like most of you on this call, to study hard and get a good education. And I did that. And I went across to the UK after I completed my studies. And I spent the next 13 years of my life living in London and working in the investment banking industry. And it was a great experience because it taught me everything that I didn't want. You know, on one hand, I'd grown up in this family where my parents were passionate about what they did. But in the banking world, I found none of that. And yes, financially, I was probably doing okay. But I was living this life of quiet desperation. And I was extremely frustrated by the lifestyle, and not only by the lifestyle, but the lack of passion or purpose that I had. I'd grown up in this household where even as a kid, I'd really witnessed my parents changing people's lives. And whether it was a Monday morning or Friday afternoon, they just loved what they did. And I experienced none of that in the banking world. And that is what really attracted me to take a closer look at NeoLife. And one of the biggest things for me, and this is, I tell you this for the guests that are on the call tonight, one of the biggest things that attracted me to NeoLife was not only what it could offer me for my future financially and from a lifestyle perspective, but it gave me the chance to start a business venture without the risk. And it gave me a chance to continue working full-time in my career in investment banking while I built a little NeoLife business on the sideline until my NeoLife business got to a point where I no longer needed my banking job. And so you can build it part-time. So that is where I fit into the picture. And I would just like to start off by welcoming our NeoLife family onto this call. I know at the start of lockdown, we said that we were perfectly positioned to make a positive difference through our product and through our opportunity over this time. And as a NeoLife community, I believe we're doing a great job at that. In fact, we're reaching out to people not to sell a product or to recruit a new distributor, but we are really reaching out to make a positive difference. And as a result, our month of June, our business grew by 13% over the month of May. And the month of May grew by 21% over the month of April. And we get excited by that. You know, from a NeoLife business perspective, is we get excited by that growth because when we are succeeding, it means that our distributors are winning. We only succeed when our distributors succeed. And our distributors, you succeed and you achieve success when you are empowering other people to better health and helping other people start their own home-based business. So I want to thank you for being a part of this journey and being part of a special and important part of this NeoLife family. And then a very special welcome to our guests. We appreciate the time that you have committed to us tonight. I know your time is very valuable to you. You may be on this call because you're looking for ways to make some improvements to your life, whether that's improvements to your health or your lifestyle or your income, or maybe you just want to find something that can give you a little bit of purpose and passion in life. And I just want to tell you that you're in the right place. And I believe the time that you're investing with us will make a positive difference to your future. And tonight we're going to be talking about opportunity, and we're going to be talking about adapting and succeeding in this rapidly changing world and economy that we find ourselves faced with. And right now we all have something in common. We're all dealing with things and trying to figure out these challenges that we've never experienced before. And I think it's if anything is clear right now, nobody actually knows what is going on. Nobody knows how this COVID-19, how this pandemic is going to play out, when it's going to end. What we do know is that if you ran out of wine over the weekend and you live in South Africa, you can't buy any more wine. So this thing is changing all the time, and it's bringing a lot of confusion. But at the start of this pandemic, they predicted 150 million jobs will be lost. They predicted that 1.5 billion people will be pushed into poverty. And 3.5 months later, nearly 4 months down the line, I have no doubt that those figures are looking a lot higher right now. And so we're living in very interesting times. And the bottom line is people are losing their salaries. People are uncertain if their jobs are going to be there in a month's time. And one of the big banks has announced that they are predicting about 30% of businesses will not make it through this pandemic. And so, yes, there's a lot of uncertainty and there's an incredible amount of fear right now. And so just for the next 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, I just want you to turn your back on this uncertainty. And I want you to keep an open mind because I see it playing out all the time. It's in the times of adversity that it's where people often find their breakthrough opportunity. And it's very often uncertainty and adversity that will open the door to courage, to determination, and to resilience to start a new journey. So if you're a guest on the call with us, I'm just going to ask you just to really keep an open heart and open mind. I really, truly believe we have something positive to share with you this evening. So who are we as a company? As a company, NeoLife has been in business for the last 62 years. We currently operate in over 50 countries around the world. And that's very exciting from our perspective. In South Africa, that allows you to build a business in any one of the 50 odd countries that we're operating in. And as a NeoLife family and community, we are on a mission to make this world a healthier and a happier place. And we want to end this trend of chronic disease and financial stress. And when people have health goals to achieve or health challenges to overcome, we reach out to them and we share our product solution. We share our whole food organic nutrition solution with them. When people are hurting financially as they are right now, we reach out with love and with compassion, and we show them a way that they can reinvent their future and generate an income from home, part-time, according to their own schedule and without any risk. And as a company, we know that we can't achieve this mission on our own. And so we are building this global NeoLife family, a community of people who find purpose and passion in uplifting and making a positive difference in the lives of others. And in return, NeoLife empowers and financially rewards our distributors, the people that have chosen to partner with us in this mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. So essentially, what is NeoLife all about? We're about helping people achieve magnificent health, and we're about helping people start their own home-based business. And the economy has shifted tremendously. Safety and security in the way that we used to make a living has changed, and I'm sure many of you on this call have experienced that change and been affected by that change. And NeoLife offers people an opportunity to become a part of this change and to succeed in a changing world and a changing economy. And our first goal, our number one goal, is to empower people to great health. And we do this through our exceptional product range. And I'm just going to share my screen with you for a second. We do this through our exceptional product range. And our core range is nutrition. We do nutrition like nobody else does nutrition. We specialize in whole food nutrition. Our philosophy is based on nature, backed by science. So that means if nature presents nutrition in our diets, we replicate that. We were the first nutrition company on the planet to be backed by a scientific advisory board. And to this day, we're one of the very few nutrition companies that is in complete control of our nutrition, from the seeds, from seed selection to crop control to the quality of our raw ingredients. We own and we control all the formulas that go into every one of our products, and we are in control of the complete manufacturing process and the end quality control. Okay, so we have exceptional whole food nutrition. Our message to people is not take our nutrition and eat junk, you're going to be okay. Our message to people is eat as well as you possibly can, But we know through the human food chain, the modern day diets, there are massive gaps in our diets, nutrition deficiencies. And we're seeing these nutrition deficiencies manifest into chronic diseases like cancers, diabetes, heart disease, and many, many other challenges. And we believe by plugging those dietary gaps with good whole food nutrition, you can give your body the nutrients to live with exceptional health and vitality. Our second range is home care products. And this is a range that I'm extremely passionate about because every home cleans itself. And what makes our cleaning products different to other cleaning products? Number one, we are green, so we're environmentally friendly. We've been environmentally friendly for 50 years. 50 years ago, nobody cared how green we were, but now it's kind of a trendy thing. Everybody wants to be green. We've been green for over 50 years. That little bottle of Super 10 on the left-hand side of your screen, we've estimated that over the last 40 to 50 years, that little bottle of Super 10 has prevented over 700 million plastic bottles from going into the environment. All of our cleaning products are highly concentrated, and so they go a long, long way, and they replace many other products that you would use in your home. So they're environmentally friendly, they're non-caustic, they're non-toxic, so they're safe for your family. We help you take the toxins out of your home that you find in other cleaning products. And the third reason is they're very cost effective. A family of four will save about 3,700 Rand per year when they convert their home cleaning products to the NeoLife cleaning range. And then our third product line is what we call Nutrients Organic. This is a fairly new range to our product line, and this is exceptional. Your skin will absorb whatever you put on it. So you've got to make sure that you're putting good stuff onto your skin. And your skin is your biggest organ on your body. And whether you're male or female, your skin doesn't know. It doesn't know if you're a man. So everybody needs to be using good skincare. And our skincare range is paraben-free. It's completely vegan and complete end-to-end organic. So it's an exceptionally high quality skincare range at a very, very affordable price point. Okay, so those are our three product ranges. And I tell you about these ranges, and we can go into a lot more detail, which we're not going to do tonight. But our products are exceptional. And why is that important? Because to have a good business, you need to be backed by a good product line. And I believe one of the reasons for 62 years of magnificent success is because we have products that work, products that make a positive difference in the lives of other people. Okay, so and our second goal as a business, our second goal is to empower people into business for themselves, but not by themselves, and without the risk that is normally associated with entrepreneurship. Okay, and so what does that look like? That looks like, I'm going to share another slide with you, and I don't want you to be confused by all the circles on the slide, but I'll talk you through the slide real quick. If you're looking for a business to start a home-based part-time business, what I suggest you do is you partner with this company called NeoLife. Okay, so this is you don't work for NeoLife. NeoLife is your business partner. And so what do? They do a very important job, and every one of these circles represents a little job that they do for you. Okay, and the first thing they do is they give you a business starter kit. This is basically a business in a box. So in this box, you have all your training materials on our product, on our marketing plan, on our compensation plan. You get literature, you get marketing tools. It's a business in a box. The other thing is NeoLife, you plug into NeoLife's logistical system. So we have a logistical system that is set up around every country we operate in. NeoLife sorts out your product supply. And so we don't want you to go and buy a garage full of inventory because that is risky. And so NeoLife keeps all the inventory, and so you can purchase it as and when you need it. NeoLife supplies you with your website, and so as a NeoLife distributor, instantly you get your replicating website, which is basically your e-commerce site where people can either join your team or people can place orders and purchase product off your website. If somebody orders product on your website, NeoLife will package the product up and send it to them anywhere in the country within 2 to 3 working or business days. Okay, so that is what they do. We have an incredible marketing team, a world-class marketing team that provides you with all the marketing materials digitally and hard copies so that you can build your business amongst a whole lot of other things. And I tell you this because so often NeoLife, or so often people start a business and they spend the first 6 to 12 months of their business and they spend all their money putting all these components into place. And they feel very productive, but they're not building a business. They're just putting the business pieces into place, or the puzzle pieces into place. But NeoLife, when you start a NeoLife business, all these aspects are already in place and they've been working for the last 62 years. Okay, so that's what NeoLife offers you. And so I'm just going to ask one of our guest speakers to join us this evening. Yolisa, if you could just share, if you could just turn on your video for a second so that we can see you. There you are. Okay, good evening, Yolisa. How are you?
Good evening, Drew. Good evening.
Good evening. So you are in the freezing cold of Johannesburg. Good to have you online. You looking
very,
good?
very cold in Joburg, but yeah, fine.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I've just asked Yolisa to hop onto the call just to share her story. Yolisa, NeoLife is not something that is new to you. I believe your mother was involved as a NeoLife distributor, correct, while you were growing up. And so you've always had a love for the product, but you, very similar to me, you went off and you got a good education and you spent a number of decades, I'm guessing, in the corporate world. And what brought you back into NeoLife?
Okay, I worked in the corporate for many years, I think 30 years in the corporate. And I was retrenched twice. And I never thought with all the education and the experience I would be rendered redundant. And I was redundant, and I was a bit far from my retirement, so it was a bit hectic. I had a bond, I had a car to pay, I had children to raise. So my second retrenchment, I didn't try seriously to look for a job because really the corporate world was very toxic. So fortunately, I had skill facilitating, and then I did some freelance facilitation. That went well for a few years, maybe 3 years or so. But then the economy changed. You know, the economy was very, very bad. Most of our clients were in the mining industry. So we all know what happened in the mine. So we lost all our clients. So then I remembered that my mother was in this business. I was actually helping her in her business when she was getting old, when she couldn't get around. I was helping her, but I was not really serious about the business because I had the job. You know, I had the job, and also my father was against us, you know, doing the business. So all I was doing, I was just helping my mother here and there, and then I was helping her here and there, and then I was using the products, especially the cleaning products, as the eldest daughter at home. So I was using the product a lot. So, and then when the economy went bad, I decided to turn to NeoLife because I knew about it. And then I started seriously in 2015, back to NeoLife. I started kind of from scratch, but my mom left the business for me as she was only a distributor at the time. And then I started working with the business, and what is that, you know, in NeoLife I was welcomed with warm hands. The support that I got was more than what I got in 30 years in the corporate world. So it was really, really exciting. And then I started building a team. I built a team in the Eastern Cape in Gauteng, and then I developed into a director, and I've developed a director as well in the Eastern Cape.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If I've answered your question, Drew.
No, just out of interest, you say your father was against you doing the business. What was that reason? Because you had an education, going find yourself a job, right?
Yeah, he really believed in education. He actually even sent us to boarding school age because he said, you know, you guys are going to be distracted by this business and another small shop my mother was running. So we went to boarding in education. So even when I was working, I was studying part-time to such an extent that I had to take my girls to a boarding school because of the work pressures and some traveling with the work. So it was just not nice for my girls, especially as a single mom. So my father just didn't want us to get in.
And the reason why I ask you that question is because I see it quite often where sometimes it's a parent, sometimes it's a spouse, where we are taught, study hard, get a good education, go and find yourself a good job. But we are seeing that there's very little safety and security in that these days. And I believe it's a broken business model. And we just have to look at 99% of people are not achieving not only financial security or success, but lifestyle success following that 9-to-5 business model. And we are seeing so many people that are working for 40 years plus of their life to live out their golden years, but their golden years aren't actually golden years because they haven't been able to accumulate enough, because their pension, the goalposts have changed. And so, we do see a lot of people that are in your position turning to NeoLife because either they've been made redundant or they have gotten to a retirement age, and what they thought they could retire on is no longer relevant in today's economy. And suddenly they have to find a way that they can start generating another income. So right now you are a pensioner, am I right? You don't look like one, by the way.
Yes, I'm at the age where I'm a pensioner. I'm a grandmother.
That's what many good years of good nutrition can do to you.
Indeed, absolutely. I always say I'm the product of the product.
Fantastic.
I'm the product of NeoLife products. So yeah,
good.
I use them, from very early years, the cleaning, everything. Yeah.
So, so basically your NeoLife business gave you a lifeline at a time where you lost your job twice, your freelance work dried up, came to an end. So NeoLife basically gave you a lifeline, and helped you to reinvent your future and to create your own business and be in control of your destiny. Now let's just talk about the future. Why are you, whenever I am in Johannesburg and I see you, you are one of the most excited people in the room. What excites you about the future?
As I say, when I was retrenched, I was at my retirement age, but I felt very old because I couldn't dream anymore at that time. But now when I got serious into NeoLife, I really, because my dreams were shattered, but I could still dream in NeoLife. There's so much in NeoLife. One, because I this business for my children, and incidentally my daughter is in this business, my siblings are in this business, and are at with the job security that are not there, the job that are not there. So a lot of people, they've got an opportunity. So the future is, another thing that is exciting about the future is the fact that the products that we are dealing with, they will be forever needed by people. People will always need these products. So I think we'll never run out of people who will buy our products. So the future is bright, very bright. And the thing I'm looking forward to is the lifestyle. Okay, I've started because now I can spend time with my grandchildren. I've got the health, I can play around with them. And I'm looking forward to traveling the world. As soon as I get to the world team, I'm going to travel the world, a dream which was shattered when I actually lost my job. You're excited about the future. The future is bright,
Fantastic.
And we have the most brilliant scientific advisory board, which is all out for what is happening. They're coming up with new products. So yeah, even with the COVID-19, we're not feeling stress.
Good. So you're still excited about your business.
Are well taken care.
That is amazing. And
very excited.
Yolisa is a director. She's built a director-sized business, and she's empowered somebody within her team to step up to become director. So she is on her way to what we call the world team. And when she steps up on the world team, not only does she give herself a massive pay increase, but she also gets to travel with NeoLife every year to an exotic destination. So Yolisa, thank you for sharing your story. And thank you for being a part of this NeoLife family.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys, I think I lost you for a second there, but I am back. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Yolisa, thank you so much for your story. That is a powerful and motivating story. And if it happened for her, why not you? So what do you have to do to grow a business? And there's three very basic things that I'm going to talk us through. The first one is you need to start using the product. Okay. And Yolisa spoke about becoming a product of the product. We have these magnificent products, and these products work. And our mission is to make this world a healthier and a happier place. And we want you as a NeoLife distributor to be the healthiest, active, best looking version of yourself, because that's what our products can do for you. And the second thing is we want you to build up a belief in these products. I don't think you can go and talk to other people about these products unless you believe in the products yourself. Okay, so number one is we want you to start using the products. And we have 100 products in our range. I'm not saying use every one of our products, but wherever you can replace a product in your home with something from your NeoLife range, start using a NeoLife product. Okay, easy. Anybody can do that. The second thing is we want you to start sharing the product and sharing the opportunity. Okay, what I mean by that is when you meet people and you know people, and we all know people that maybe they have some health goals or health challenges they need to overcome. If somebody is tired all the time, hey, we've got a solution for that. If somebody wants to lose a little bit of weight, hey, we've got a solution for them. If you know somebody who is fit and active and they want to improve their swimming time or their riding or their running times, hey, we've got nutrition that can help them increase their performance. Okay. And by sharing your product with other people, or if you know people who want to save money, the first way you make money is you start saving money. Introduce them to the NeoLife home care products. Okay, and by sharing your products with other people, you'll start building a customer base. Okay, a group of people that you sell products to, and you'll start generating a retail income every week, every month. Okay. The other thing is we want you to start sharing the opportunity. Along the way, you're going to meet people, and I'm sure you already know people that have financial challenges or financial goals that they want to achieve. And we reach out to them. We reach out with love and compassion, and we say, hey, John, I know that you've just lost your job. Or, hey, John, I know your income has been affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. I've got something which I think could be of value to you. Let's talk. Okay, and you share your NeoLife opportunity with them. And by sharing your opportunity, you're going to start finding a group of people that become NeoLife distributors within your organization. So you start building up a team of people who use the product, and these people also start sharing the product and building up a customer base. And these people start sharing the opportunity and building up a team of their own distributors. That is how it works. So you've got to be using the product, sharing the product and the opportunity. And the third thing you need to be doing is personal development. We are passionate about becoming the best version of yourself. Okay. When you join NeoLife, your job is to add value into other people's lives. And to add value, you're going to have to become more valuable. And when you decide to make changes to your life, you're probably going to be challenged in many ways, whether that's challenged to develop a more disciplined work ethic or challenged to develop a mindset that will allow you to create success in your life. Maybe challenged to become more resilient. When somebody disappoints you, you don't get knocked down, but you get back up. Resilient when faced with adversity or disappointment. Maybe you're going to be challenged to overcome fear and step out of your comfort zone. But all these challenges are either going to force you to quit or they're going to force you to grow. And most importantly, they're going to equip you to turn your problems into progress. And I believe one of the greatest secrets to happiness is progress. If you're progressing personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you are going to be in a happy state because progress very often results in happiness. And off the back of progress, you're going to start developing some results, setting a goal and moving forward towards that goal, step by step, progressing towards that goal, overcoming the challenges and the disappointments you encounter in the journey until you achieve your goal, until you achieve your reason why you started your NeoLife journey. And that is what personal development is all about. It's about progress. And your life is not static. It's either moving forwards or it's moving backwards. And you get to decide what direction your life is moving in. And if there's one thing I've learned is don't hand that decision over to anybody else. And so I just want to, just to close off, I just want to introduce you to our last story. Nola, if I can ask you to turn your video on for me for a second. There you are. Okay, so Nola, I know Nola very well. She's my mother. She introduced me to this business along with my father. And you can tell your story, but the bottom line is you guys were introduced to NeoLife at a time in your life where it was not very convenient. There was a lot of financial stress and pressure on you at the time, and you decided to give it a try. So talk us through that. What made you join NeoLife?
Yes. Okay, well, my story in the next 40 years, and it's been such a journey. And I want to thank you, Drew, for this evening. And Yolisa, it was just great to hear your story, and that you were also given a lifeline with NeoLife, just like we were. And it's a journey and a half, and it's a wonderful journey. And I'm going to share a few ideas and experiences with you. It's a journey that we, as a family, change for anything. We've certainly had our ups and downs in the business and our disappointments, but that's life, isn't it? The good thing is that it's been very, very good, and I wouldn't change it for the world. It has been such a good journey. And, as Drew says, when we started, it was really not a good time. When we got involved, the country was in such financial turmoil, much like today. People were hurting and battling to see their way out of the situation, like families are doing today. We were growing our own business, but as I said, times were tough, which meant that we didn't get paid, and that's not a good business to be in. In fact, it left Rory and me in a really, really desperate situation. So we were so stressed, we couldn't afford to go and get a job because we would be a service debt, let alone our bond as a newly married couple, our bond, and of course the car. We wouldn't be able to lend. We maintained our purpose, the purpose for our life. And we maintained our dreams that we were going to achieve. We never lost that. And we came across NeoLife. We were introduced to NeoLife. And we didn't think for 1 minute that it was going to work. We didn't understand it. We didn't know it. Financial stress was so high. And on top of that, I had a 6-week-old baby. We were asked to do two things. We were asked to be open-minded and to embrace change. And I think that is what we all need to do in these times. We were prepared to do that. It was good advice because our situation that we were in was so cloudy. Our thinking was so clouded from it that we couldn't think straight. So I think one of the good things is we were teachable. We were wanting to learn. And probably that helped. We using the product, which we really, really loved. And so, as I said, our dreams and our purpose never left us. And realized while we were working this business that our priorities had to match those dreams. So yes, we did have to change, sacrifice certain things we were doing, which we loved doing. But in order to have time to build our NeoLife business, we were prepared to make sacrifices. Just an example, while other mothers I spoke to used their children as an excuse not to work the business or a reason that they couldn't help contribute family income on basis, I use my newborn baby as a reason to keep going, to build a future, and the future of our choice, not fitting in anybody else's choices. And so, you know, that it was tough times, but it was also exciting times. And I just encourage people who are going through things, just make life exciting, do something new, be teachable, learn new things, open. You know, we all have choices in life, and those choices that we make as a family extremely important. I learned plenty of lessons during this time of growth. Sure. And one of those lessons was this does not happen overnight. You know, just keep on keeping on. As much as it would be very useful if success happened overnight, it doesn't. It's a matter of building strong foundations. And Yolisa mentioned the legacy. You know, no legacy is built overnight. And our NeoLife journey has really been an incredible experience over the last 40 years, and has given us an amazing lifestyle. We were able to do things that we enjoyed doing, and when we were free, it was our business. We had the choice, the freedom. Went on lots of overseas travel. We had quality time as a family, and we built lots of memories. I don't say we didn't leave our kids behind a lot of the time, but we always made up for it. And we never used them as an excuse, always a reason to move forward. And NeoLife has been our only income business for all these 40 odd years. And, you know, I just look back and I just think of this incredible journey, which I will never deny the fact that we were so tempted to just throw in the towel sometimes. We hadn't got anything to throw it in for. Burnt our bridges, and I'm so pleased we didn't, because we're living in our dream home at the beach. We bought our holiday home, so we enjoyed such fun times there. Now it's there for our grandchildren. We're having lots of fun continuing to build our NeoLife business because we choose to, not because we have to. Our passion is to see other people take hold of this opportunity and build a life of their dreams. But what I'm so grateful for is the amazing health benefits that it's given our entire family, 3 generations now of health. And that's probably the most valuable thing. And as a mother, I was able to build my business from home with my children around me, which was such a winner for me. I must say I was highly criticized because this business was a very different type of business in those days. And I was criticized, but the interesting thing is I was never criticized by successful-minded people. I was only criticized by small-minded people who, I don't know what their cause was, but all I knew is if I ever got advice or criticized, I just used to ask myself, can they pay my debt off? Will they educate my kids? If there was ever a no to any of those things, I just brushed it off and kept going. And I encourage you to, you know, it sometimes can get it. And, you know, if we look at success, we talk success a lot. And sure, financial success is very useful, but I don't believe success is not success if it doesn't benefit others. And with the NeoLife opportunity, we have so much to offer families. In these trying times, we can offer families health. We can offer them a way of bringing in extra money. We can offer them a bit of peace, an option, an alternate. And I think that is important. And offline with an international company, you know, and we can operate in 50 different countries around the world if we want to. I mean, it's an amazing product, an opportunity. And with scientific, I mean, Yolisa said the products, they're scientifically based. They can't harm anybody. They can only benefit people. The home care, you know, I call them earth-friendly products, which we are, I think, obliged to use because we have this earth on loan from future generations. So I really think we have to start taking care of it. Immunity, everybody's talking, not enough people are talking immunity. I mean, they're talking scare tactics, but we just have to have a high immunity to get through what's through. And that's exciting. And, you know, we can all make such a big difference in our lives. And I just want to encourage you, because it's not only your life, it's the life of other people. And it can all be done from the comfort of your home now. We're an online business. What happened to us can happen to you through NeoLife. We have had the amazing life and have been privileged to work with the most amazing people and people of our choice. I wouldn't change a thing. When our lives were falling apart, we were being prepared for something much greater. God is so good all the time, and we give him all the glory for what has happened to us. I encourage you not to let this opportunity go. If you are wanting an opportunity, if you want products that you can rely on, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Because when you have an opportunity to shine wherever you go in a hurting world, you feel very uplifted. Let us all go out and have an impact on the world around us. And with the backing of NeoLife, we can really help make this world healthy. So needed at the moment, just something to make it healthier and happier. And you know what, if the business could do us, I can just say that it can do it for anyone. We didn't know what we were doing. We were skeptical. We could grow through this opportunity. I just think it's the greatest thing. I really do. So thank you for letting me share my story.
Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing that story. And I just think it's a wonderful example. You know, yourself and Rory, you no longer have to be actively working this business, but you choose to because you find purpose and passion. And that's truly when you find something that you love to do. And that journey has been incredible. I think it's a great example of you can pay the price now so you can play later, or you can play now so you can pay the price later. And I think for so many people that find themselves in a tough position right now, they need to make a decision. Are you going to pay the price now? Are you going to make a tough decision to start a new journey? And I believe this is where NeoLife can just be a safety catch net for you, where you can start a journey from your own home without the risk. If you just want to improve your health, fantastic. Come in and start using the products and achieve magnificent health. If you need to make an extra 10,000 Rand a month just to make things a little bit more comfortable, hey, get in and become a NeoLife director. And you're going to have to bring that work ethic and develop the skill that can achieve that. If you are sitting here and you've got a bigger vision to fulfill, if you need to make a few extra 100,000 Rand a month or more, that's not a problem. You just need to increase your skill level over time and increase your effort level. And NeoLife can provide for any one of those things. So you get to decide what level do you want to play at. But for all the guests on the call tonight, thank you for joining us. I really pray that this information has been of value to you. If a home-based business is on the cards for you, I'm just going to suggest that you really take a good look at NeoLife. I will send everybody on this call an email that will have a link that will tell you more about the products, maybe a few more testimonies. But I want to encourage you to get your questions answered and put yourself in a position to make an informed decision. What I do know is success loves action, and nobody can make that decision for you. And when you make that decision, stick to that decision, despite all the discouragement that those small-minded people are going to give you. And get back to the person who invited you onto this call. They will answer your questions. If they can't answer your questions, they will know somebody who will be able to answer your questions. And so from myself, Drew McDermott, from Nola, from Yolisa, and the entire NeoLife family, I just want to wish you magnificent health and prosperity. Good night, and God bless.